Hi, welcome to my video on the 45, 45, 90 right triangle, part 2, which is find the exact length of the sides. And note, do the unit on square root radicals first, because when you have the square root radicals done, then makes this trigonometry of the angles much easier to work out. And here we go. We have a triangle which is 45-degree angle and a 90, so that makes this angle 45. Remember, they all add up to 180, or if that's a 90, these two are complementary and they're equal. So if these two angles are equal, 45, 45, that means the two sides are n, and the hypotenuse is n root 2. We derived that in the previous video. So now, knowing this is n root 2, I'm going to work out the exact lengths of x and y in these triangles. And again, if you want to pause the video and work these out, be my guest and see if you get the correct answers each time. Here we go. 45, 45, opposite the 45-degree angle is n. So that means that's an n, and that's an n, and that's an n root 2. So we know that n is 2. That means the y is n, so the y is 2. And that means that x is n root 2. So x equals n root 2. N is 2. So x is 2 root 2. So x is 2 root 2. And the y is 2. Notice these two are equal. And this is n times root 2. Number 2. Again, what I do is I have an n, and an n root 2 because I got a 45. That angle is 45. That means the sides opposite the 45-degree angle are equal. So that means that this side is an n, this side is an n, and this side is n root 2. So we got x is n, we got y is n. That's not, so we have to go here. So that means we have that n root 2 must be 6 root 2. So that means we cancel out those because of multiplication. So n must be 6. So if n is 6, that means x is 6. And y is n, so y is 6. Both of them are just same because they're opposite the equal angles, n root 2. Number 3, we have another 45 right triangle. That means this angle is a 45. That means the sides opposite the angles are equal. So this is n, and this is n, and this is n root 2. So notice now we have x is n, y is n root 2, and n is root 2. So we have n is root 2 from this side. So that means x must be n root 2. X is equal to n, so x is root 2. And y is n root 2. So n is root 2, so root 2 times root 2. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4, which is 2. So y is 2. Found all the sides. And let's do number 4. This time we have a 45, 90, so this angle is a 45. So two angles are equal, two sides are equal in a 45. So this side is n, this side is n, and this side is n root 2. So we can't, x is n, y is n, we need to find n. So that means n root 2 is equal to 10. So we divide by root 2. They cancel. So we have 10 over root 2, but we have to rationalize, so we multiply by root 2 over root 2. Remember, the denominator of a fraction cannot have a radical. So root 2 times root 2 is root 4, which is 2. 10 times root 2 is 10 root 2. And 2 cancels into the, you cannot cancel the 2 into the root 2, but you can cancel 2 into the 10 to give me a 5 root 2. So x is n, which is 5 root 2, and y is n, which is 5 root 2. And number 5, we have a 45/90, so this angle is 45. And we have the sides opposite the right angles are equal, so that's an n there, and that's n, and x is n root 2, n root 2. So what do we know? We know that n is 6 root 2. Sorry, 3 root 6. I said it backwards, didn't I? That's the little bit of learning disability catching up with me. Anyway, n is 3 root 6. So that means y is n. So y is 3 root 6. And x is n root 2. So n is 3 root 6 times root 2. So we have to multiply. That's 3. Root 6 times root 6 is root 12. And if we want to keep simplifying, the root of 12 is 4 times 3. Remember, when you simplify 12 underneath a radical, you want one of the factors, which is a perfect square. So 4 times 3, 4 is a perfect square. That means that the root of 12, which is 4 times 3, is a 2 root 3. Square root of 4 is 2. You can't do the square root of 3. Multiply. You multiply your numbers. 3 times 2 is 6 root 3. So x is 6 root 3. Working out the length of the sides. Knowing, again, review, in a 45, 45, 90 right triangle, the legs are n, and the hypotenuse is n root 2. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you like my video, click on the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, because there's more videos coming your way. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find out more information about me, my videos, and the content. And that's the content that's on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.